We're in a new location.
Yes.
Wow. We are not in the Thinking Room studio as of now.
I know. It feels different, too.
Yeah, well, we got better lighting that we could have had for a long time.
Well, I'm sure it's going to look different to the fans.
Yeah, shout out to the loyalists.
Yes.
But it's playoff time.
Keep being loyal, too, guys.
Yeah, guys, thank you.
But
Holy
it is playoff
shit.
time, though.
It's playoff time. I have no notes today, so my phone's going to be my friend.
Are you excited about these playoffs?
I'm excited for Sunday. I'm going to be drunk as hell the whole day watching ball. We start with the Bills, then we go to the Cowboys, and then we end with the Detroit Lions. We got some Saturday action. We got a Monday game no one cares about, but we're all going to watch.
Oh yeah, man. I'm kind of curious to see how that Monday game's going to pan out. But I mean, it's not the premier game though.
No, not at all. The premier game is probably Saturday night.
Yes.
And Sunday night, I would say those are the two games I'm looking most forward to.
Me too, man. I can't wait. I am excited. I was excited about the national championship, Michigan versus Washington.
Oh yeah.
And what we said was true.
Michigan won the Natty, and then the title's going to get taken away from them, and everyone's going to cry. Well, everyone cheats.
Right. Hey, man.
They
got caught, though.
They did get caught, and, some people out there also got caught.
Yeah. No
Shout
doubt.
out Scallions.
Yeah, true indeed. But, I'll give it to Michigan. They played a superb game. They were the best team, in the NCAA this year to me.
Easy, yeah.
They were physical. Both lines were great. Quarterback was decent enough, but they got the job done.
Oh yeah,
I give them credit.
No, they did their thing. I avoided that game, but I took my L on Bama, so
I did too.
Live and learn.
Yeah,
but
Bama pissed me off.
NFL this is the time. This is usually one of the better times of the year to bet football.
Yes.
You know everything at this point. All the games are interesting.
Yeah.
Let's just dive right into it. We'll start with Cleveland going on the road to Houston. Houston, the 2.5-point home dog here as the AFC South title winners. Sorry, Dre, the Jags couldn't do it for you. Under over 44.5. I mean, what more can I say then? These are two teams that, one, you expected to be here, one you did not.
Right.
One team does have a, formidable defense. And one has probably the defensive rookie of the year besides Jalen Carter and Will Anderson.
Yeah.
And, the offensive rookie of the year for sure was C.J. Stroud. And, 2.5 seems kind of weird. It opened at 3. But
it did open at 3.
What are your thoughts?
This game, to me, is going to be... looking at it on paper, I'm like, okay, Cleveland should... not dominate, but they should win this game based off of their defense.
Exactly.
They have the number one defense in the NFL. Flacco I'm surprised I'm saying this, but Flacco is playing really well. He's clicking.
Is he
with
comeback
everybody.
player of the year playing well? Because remember, DeMar Hamlin came back from the dead.
Literally.
One man died. This guy got picked up in week 14 and is playing better than Deshaun Watson. Remember, Deshaun Watson has been an epic failure in his 3 years.
Yeah.
Going on rubmaps.com, not treating him well.
Oh, my goodness, man.
Poor guy. Wanted to get tugged.
And he's getting all that money, man, and he's chilling right now. He's not playing. He hasn't played well anyway. So I think Flacco is the right man for the job, right now anyway. The thing about this game is it comes down to defense. All these playoff games are going to come down to defense, and this is why I chose Cleveland. Now, I know Texans are 6-3 at home, so they rarely lose at home. But Browns give up only 5.9 yards passing attempts, and Stroud is going to pass that boy. So they rank number 1 in the NFL.
Yeah,
in that particular category.
They also play in the hardest division in football.
It is,
and they won 12 games with 4 quarterbacks, 4 different quarterbacks.
That's amazing.
So
that's a testament to the coaching too.
Yeah, without Nick Chubb as well, tore his shit in week 3.
Yeah,
this is like a scary team for a game or two. I don't see him going far.
True. Stefanski has done a really great job based
Yeah.
off all the injuries. The Nick Chubb injury was really big.
You could put D'Amico Ryans right there for coach of the year.
Him I mean, both coaches have coached very well. But I'm putting money on this. This is a money pick for me. I'm picking Cleveland with the -2.5. Another thing I'm gonna say is there have been some injuries for Houston. Noah Brown didn't practice. Will Anderson didn't practice Tuesday.
Yeah.
So that doesn't mean that they're not going to play, but they're a little hobbled. Now for Cleveland, Amari Cooper didn't practice, but he's been dealing with a heel injury, I guess. But he'll be okay. He'll be ready to go.
He's playing.
Yeah, he's playing.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't got much here. I know the Browns beat the hell out of the AFC South. Their last 10 in a row there.
True.
A lot of money's going to the Browns at this moment. A lot of the bets placed. You're going to see about a 60-40 split on those.
Mm-hmm.
Even though the line went in Cleveland's favor with the bets.
Right.
I got to take the Browns as well, man. I'll take the 2.5. Not a money pick by any means. This is a pass game. Opening up the playoffs with a loss is not what I want to do. Instead, I want to look forward to the Saturday night game. Although a lot of people are mad because this game's going to be on Peacock.
I know, right? One more thing about this Cleveland Houston is that they played in Week 16, but CJ did not play, and Cleveland dominated that game.
Yeah.
We don't have anything to measure this game by. But I'm just going to go straight up on defense. Mm-hmm. And Flacco has more experience as well. He's been there before.
Won a Super Bowl, man.
Yeah, he's won a Super Bowl. So, but C.J. Stroud, taking nothing away from him, he's special.
Yeah.
And if anybody can beat this team, Cleveland, he can.
I'll say most of these teams can that are in the playoffs.
Oh, okay, all right.
But this is not the matchup Houston wants.
Exactly. We can move on.
All right, let's move to the Saturday night game. Yeah, on Peacock exclusive. A lot of people, very upset again. Kansas City Chiefs, a 4.5-point favorite over the Miami Dolphins, who are officially in the struggle bus mode. I believe they've dropped their last 5 of 6.
Yes.
And, under over 44 here. Chiefs sat, Mahomes, Kelsey, a few players last week. Didn't matter. They were locked into the 3 seed, while Miami had to play an important game for potentially the 2 seed or to be in this game. Well, they lost. They're in this game. Josh Allen could have threw it away. He didn't. They got help from a punt return, and they struggled on offense without Mostert or Waddle.
Right.
It is what it is. Do we like them in the rematch here? Because they did play earlier this year, and Chiefs are up 21-0 until they stormed back, and I think the final in that game was also 21-14.
Yes. This game was, if I'm not mistaken, in London? The last game that they played?
Yeah, I think, or Germany. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Out of the country, right? I hate to say it, but I like KC. Miami has a ton of injuries right now, Even the players that, are halfway healthy, they're hobbled. Tyreek is hobbled. Waddle, you just mentioned him, he's hobbled. They've had a slew of injuries. Look. Van Ginkel got hobbled. That's one of their main defensive guys.
They've lost like half their defense on Miami, and also you already know, man, what does Miami not do well? They don't play in the cold.
They don't play well in the cold. It's supposed to be single digits that night, Saturday night. They don't play well in the cold. They don't play good teams well. Okay?
Yeah.
Dolphins are, 1-9 straight up and 3-7 ATS when facing teams with winning records under head coach Mike McDaniel.
I was going to say, and I hope, in weather under 30 degrees, I would love to know that one too.
I got this one. I got you.
Oh, you got me? Oh, let's hear it.
The Dolphins have lost the last 10 football games that were played at 40 degrees or lower. So we're just talking 40 degrees.
Damn.
So my money is on KC. I might put some money on this one too.
And that's what I was telling you earlier today. I was like, wait, they're in Kansas City and it's going to be single digits?
Man.
Money's on KC automatically.
Yeah.
Defense hobbled. KC's rusted up a little bit. Had nothing to play for last week. They might have won that game too. I don't remember.
Yeah. Well, Mostert may not play either. And we already know they lost Jalen Phillips at the in November.
Well, and they also lost Nick Chubb. I don't know if you just mentioned that.
Bradley Chubb?
Yeah, Bradley Chubb. Yeah, Bradley Chubb. Yep. Sorry.
Are you good? Yeah, I listen, man. This to me, this probably would be the game to bet.
Yeah,
You're looking at
this
it.
is me. Yeah, this is my second bet I'll
Best.
make. Yeah, best bet. Yeah, the next best bet you probably could guess, but
Well, let's talk about KC for a minute too, though, because they've had the case of the dropsies. They
oh
haven't
yeah,
really been playing well the last few games.
yeah, they got like hands made of literal,
Yeah,
I don't know, grease. If you, I mean, that's just been an issue all year. That's who they are.
it's been an issue. So, I could see somebody saying that people saying that Miami may cover the spread, but they won't win the game because KC has been known not to cover spreads either. But I just think that with the cold air and the injuries, and I also think that Mahomes has something to prove. Although he has what, 2 Super Bowls.
Yes, sir. Two.
Hey,
Lost
he's trying to get that
lost
third.
one to the goat.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like people are counting this team out for a deep run in the playoffs. It doesn't make sense. They're 3 seed.
Right.
Like, isn't this the time you want to get hot anyway? Like,
True.
the teams like San Francisco who were, smoking hot at the beginning of the year, they faded Green Bay a few years ago. They smoked everyone, lost in the divisional.
Exactly. That's a good point.
But I just think, they're Kansas City's just battle tested for this kind of thing. Like,
Yeah. Other thing too is they have a good passing defense. Kansas City does.
Yeah.
And they match up well with Miami too. They don't give up the big play against the Dolphins.
Yeah.
I've noticed that.
Miami's gotten tough draws the last few years too. I mean,
Yes.
the Dolphins, they lose, their last 7 road games, against teams with winning records. They struggle in the cold. It's just a recipe to lock this bet in.
Yes.
That is why this is why we're talking about it. It just seems like an easy one to me.
I think it's a lock for me.
And went from 3 to 4.5. I think people caught on.
Right.
I don't. I'm trying to see where money is going at the moment, but they are not telling me. Oh yeah, 59. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing with the last game. Yeah, about
Okay.
60-40 with the money. You're gonna get your sharps in there and get a lot
Yeah.
of sharp action too.
I recommend locking this early too before it goes up because I think
Yeah.
it's at 59% right now, right?
Yeah, if it gets to 5.5, I'd probably stay away.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, if it goes up another point, I want the Devil's number.
I might lock this down by tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah, Saturday night. Game's coming quicker too, guys, so be
Yes.
prepared. Are we ready to go to Sunday?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh man, Sunday afternoon, we got my Buffalo Bills, the number 2 seed in the NFL, with a 0.01% chance of making it there, with a, after week 12, about a 20% chance to make the playoffs.
Right.
They're hosting our Pittsburgh Steelers with Lord knows what QB. Spread's 10 at this moment. I think the under-over is like 42.
Well, I got under 36.
Oh, it's 36,
my
yeah.
gosh, that's
Yep,
low.
sorry.
For a Buffalo team.
For
well,
Buffalo.
Pittsburgh doesn't score though, but
Yeah.
yeah. What do you think? Well, we know what you think, but
You know what I...
detail
Come
what you
on.
think.
Hold up. You know what I think. And those thoughts in just a second. You know what I think. The Buffalo Bills are the second biggest contender in the AFC. Only behind Baltimore at this point, but Baltimore has a track record to show. Buffalo blows close games all the time. That's just who they are. They just play to their opponent's level. When you have Josh Allen, that's just tends to be what happens. But in this game, with an under this low, I still think they smoke them. It's going to be single digits out there, but without TJ Watt, I trust in Josh Allen, even without Gabe Davis, because Gabe Davis is a 0-0-0 stat line or 136 2-touchdown guy.
Okay.
We all know this about him. The Sherifield stepped up. Shakir stepped up. They're going to be all right. Hardy stepped up on special teams. Defense played great.
Yeah.
I mean, you gave up 14 points to the Dolphins, the number 1 offense. What can I say? Bills are going to smash these guys. They hopefully catch Miami again in Buffalo, because that'll be an easy dub, because I would like to see Miami win. I mean, do I want to see Mahomes? Not really, but
But so be it if you do, though.
so
right?
be it if you do.
Yeah, I'm going to trail you on this. I think the Bills are a hot team right now. Their defense is playing really well. Also, they did hold Miami to 14 points. That's a good point right there. I think it seems like everything is coming together for the Bills at the right time. I think it's their game to lose, in my opinion. Now, keep in mind, Mason Rudolph, he is going to start for Pittsburgh, and he is hot too. He's 74.3% of his passes. His passes in 3 games. He has that percentage in 3 games.
Yeah.
He has a hot hand right now. I mean, you should be a tad bit like, okay, we got to stop this guy. But no TJ Watt is huge to me. That's very huge.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Bills will be without Gabe Davis, which might cause some concern because maybe they can.
I'm trying to see this injury report.
That might be a little something, but I don't know. I just think Pitt does not have enough offense to score.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, if the Bills put up 20 points, I don't think they're letting up that. And weather dependent also.
Right.
I don't think it's going to be a blizzard game. That's what scares me about this 10 blizzard game. So I would say check your weather report. I would say bet this game right before game time or even maybe wait a drive.
Okay. So it might go down, right?
Yeah,
Perhaps.
It might go down. Yeah, it might go to 7 or 6 if it's like, pouring. And it says 24 degrees and cloudy, so weather shouldn't be too much of a factor.
I think the only way Pitt can win this game is if they run the ball.
They
run
can't
it effectively.
but they can't run effectively. The problem is they don't.
That's the problem.
I don't know how they've won games this year. Me and you have them winning the division, but yeah.
I think it's been all coaching.
They get outgained in like half their games. They still win them.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't see them winning this game. I think the crowd is just going to be bananas too, and that's another reason why it's going to be difficult for Pittsburgh to win this game. I got Pittsburgh plus 10 right now.
Damn.
I wish it was minus 10. I'm sorry.
Minus 10.
I'm sorry.
Buffalo.
Right, Buffalo.
I was like, damn.
My bad.
Said every outcome in the sun.
Right. So I just think it's a done deal. I hopefully I'm wrong because I like Pittsburgh, but I know their limitations and I know what the Bills are doing right now. So I'm going with the Bills minus 10.
Yeah, I think they're going to destroy these guys. So
now Josh Allen does have to limit his turnovers too. That's another thing.
Oh,
too.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. That's.
Like
That's enough said there.
Yeah.
Rasul Douglas should be back. He left the game also in the secondary. He said he could have came back, so I'm assuming he plays as well.
Okay.
Taron Johnson held it down though.
Yeah, he did.
We don't need Kier Elam no more on that secondary trash.
Now because Gabe Davis is not going to, are we sure that he's not going to play also?
I'm assuming it was like an MCL sprain.
Okay.
So it might take some time.
Well, you think how are they going to play? They're going to double and triple team Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's just listed as questionable.
Okay.
It's like Rapp is questionable. Douglas, Dotson, Johnson for sure won't play. He had a concussion, but
okay. So are you saying too that the Bills will win by more than 10? I mean more than, let's say more than 11, like 14?
Yeah,
15,
I would bet
touches?
me, I'd bet it up to 13.5.
Okay.
I think they do destroy these guys. They're just in a different class, when you don't have a potent offense, like it's going to be really hard to stay in a game.
I don't see how they stop them either, honestly, without TJ Watt. I mean, they have a solid defense, but without TJ Watt, oh my goodness, man.
It's funny because, last 4 weeks, Pittsburgh Steelers, sample size as a heavy underdog on the road, they're 2-3 because they've been getting those numbers. So.
Right.
But, I mean, they're 25th in passing. They're 28th in scoring offense while the Bills are 4th. Their scoring defense is 4th. Like, it's just kind of a recipe for them to, really get stomped here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take my bet with the Bills there, and we will move on to Jerry World. The Jerry, Lee Lewis Cowboys. He's probably a weirdo, just like them. They're 7.5-point favorites over the Green Bay Packers, who secured their, spot in the playoffs with the Seahawks loss. Well, they just need to win 2 against the Bears.
Yeah.
They're in. They get a bad draw. Because I think Dallas at home is just – this is not a game I would not want to bet the Packers here. I know the hook is nice. Like, I think that's what I think that's what they want, but I mean,
yeah,
the Cowboys still stomp teams at home, usually by more than 10. Yeah, this is just a recipe for, everyone to get let down again in, a later round when they play probably the Lions.
Hey, we can only hope.
That's what we're hoping
and
here.
Pray.
So my best bet here, this will probably be the third one on my list, my final bet. Okay. It would be Dallas 7.5 because I was on them last week too, guys. I did like that for 13.5 against Washington. They stomped them.
Yeah. I actually picked Green Bay with the hook.
Contrarian.
Now I know that Dallas's offense is very explosive. I also know that their defense is very good as well. But the biggest thing for me is, can Green Bay put enough pressure on Prescott? I honestly believe that Green Bay can stop the running game, but I do not believe that they can. I don't believe they can stop the pass unless they apply pressure to Dak.
Yeah,
and that's a big thing. And can Jordan Love play decent against the Cowboys defense? Can he, not get sacked, make a few plays? I don't know.
That under-over's crazy in that game also. 50.5.
So
take the under.
Definitely, because Green Bay, I don't know if they can score like that.
Everyone and their mom was betting Dallas money line too. Like,
are they?
I mean, it's minus 360. The spread is 55-45.
Oh yeah, I definitely would take them in the money line. But that hook scares me though, man. That hook is a dangerous thing to me.
I'm good with it, man. I think they put up 35. It's gonna be like 35-17. They went by 17 in this game, man. It's kind of how I feel. It's like when I see a lot of action on these spreads when they're getting like a heavy dose of bets, I tend to think like one of the two, or one of the three, whether it's Kansas City, Dallas, or Buffalo, like they'll cover those games.
Right.
Like they're expected to cover those games. Like most people are still betting that. Like,
yeah, you're right.
And the books, like I've kind of had to learn this. It's like they're willing to take losses at times.
Okay.
Like they'll put up a stupid line and just be like, yeah, here's, like I said, Washington last week was 13.5. They want people to bet that 13.5, man. It was at 14 at points too.
Yeah, and people
doesn't matter, and they're like, ooh, Washington 14. Let's put it in a teaser and tease it up to 21. They can't lose. What could go wrong?
I was thinking about this for this game too. Mike McCarthy, you think that he's gonna be seeking revenge?
God, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
he's a shitty coach.
He is a shitty coach,
will say
and that's
that.
Another reason that I like the 7.5, the hook, the plus 7.5.
It would just take a lot for me to really think about betting a team that struggled against the Bears last week.
True. I didn't say I was going to put money on it.
Yeah, I'm fair. Yeah, that's okay. That's fair enough.
But, just looking at it. I know Dallas, too. But I think Dallas's swan song is probably going to be next week.
Yeah.
Against the winner of the Detroit Lions or the Rams.
Yeah, I think so.
Will the Rams play?
Rams will play the Niners.
They play
then... Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Rams would be the lowest seed then.
So Dallas would probably have to play Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
The winner of that Tampa Bay game, maybe.
No, they probably play Detroit. Because the winner of Tampa Bay, Philly would be 4-5.
Yeah.
If the Lions win.
Okay.
4-5 plays 1.
I got you.
They would play Detroit. So I would like to see that rematch. Tell you that much. So.
I would love to see that.
We will keep y'all in tune because that is the nightcap for Sunday night going into Martin Luther King Day or Junior Day. MLK Day, big day. And, it's tight because holiday for me and you, buddy.
Yeah.
We get to have a good night watching the Lions play. So
no worky.
We will give you a little preview here and then go over this game. Yeah. What more can I say? Lions 3-point favorite here against the Rams, under over 51.5. Detroit Lions, winner of the NFC North for the first time in 30 years.
Wow, big deal. That's a huge deal.
They play, this is a revenge game for Stafford and for Goff. for the city of Detroit, for the idiots who were cheering Stafford to win that Super Bowl.
Right.
Saying, what were they saying? Do you remember that? They were like, that's our quarterback. Or
yeah, in a sense, it's our
Detroit
Super Bowl.
Rams. Yeah, they were like, it's the
Yeah,
Detroit
come on,
Rams.
man.
Get the fuck out of here.
Exactly. Detroit Lions did not earn that Super Bowl.
No, they didn't earn that Super Bowl. They didn't. That's not ever going to be in the books. No, we traded for, what we've built now.
Right.
And what we got is a pretty damn good team. And I mean, 3 points here, man.
Yeah.
I think this is a 3-point game.
Okay.
Like, when the bookmakers made this game, I think they have to make it 3 because the Lions have not won a playoff game also in 30 years.
That's a factor. Yeah.
So they should be favored. They won their division. They're playing a wild card team. For me, in general, I think they're going to win this game. Okay. I think they can contain Aaron Donald enough. I know that the other guy parallel, or on the side of him is pretty good too. The rookie, I can't remember his name, but he's all right. Puka, Cooper, Kupp are going to be troublesome for the scheme, but it's really going to come down to Detroit's defense here. I mean, we've struggled in pass protection.
Yes.
Pass rush especially this year. We've gotten shredded by like Geno Smith.
Yeah.
We got shredded by Nick Mullen, even though we got 4 picks on him one game. I mean, he even, kind of shredded us a little bit.
Yeah. That is an issue for me. I chose the Lions, too.
I mean, we've chose them only all year long.
Yeah, all year long.
And I think they've paid off. I think the 2 times we didn't, 2 of the 3 times I didn't choose them, I think we were right on 2 of them.
Yeah. I think you might have been right on. I was right on 1 of them. I think you were right on 2 of them.
Yeah, because I know the one was for sure. Yeah, I know we were wrong on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, man, everybody and their mother was wrong on that.
We were all there, yeah. But, I mean, that's the problem is the passing defense, man. It's 27. They allow a lot of yards a game. But rushing defense, 2nd in the league.
Yeah.
So we can probably stop Kyren Williams.
That was my point I was going to make. They need to stop the Rams running game. They need to stop Kyren Williams. And offensively, they need to run the ball. This is how they'll win the game. No matter what Stafford does as far as passing, we need to apply pressure to him also. But I think this game is going to be won in the trenches. I think Detroit is a more physical, team than the Rams. I think the crowd will be a factor and a very electric, and they will be a factor in this game. But I think if the Lions can run the ball and the offensive line does what they're supposed to do, what they usually do, the Lions can and will win this game.
Yep.
But defensively, they can't give Stafford a lot of time, like I said, man. If they do, it's going to be a long night.
For me, too, man, it's like it comes down to what Dan Campbell does. Like, how many 4th and 5s that are the opponent's 35 are we going to see? Because we don't have a field goal kicker effectively.
Exactly.
Like,
right.
I mean, is it Riley Patterson or Michael Bagley?
They cut Riley Patterson.
Okay, so it's Badgley.
Yeah.
So that's a little sketchy. I don't even know if that guy can kick a 50.
I know, right? Well, I think also I'm curious to see what type of game plan that Aaron Glenn has, the defensive coordinator for the Lions.
Yeah.
He has to have a solid game plan for them, he has to be able to adjust.
Yeah, you have to literally double Cooper Kupp every play. I mean, even right here, when Cooper Kupp has 78 receiving yards with the Rams as underdogs following a win, they've won their last 11. So,
let me ask you: are the injured players? Are some of the injured players going to be back in this game for the Lions? Like the secondary.
CJJ played last week. He's back.
Okay. So he got a few. Did he get a few snaps?
He played like most of that game. I want to say Melifonwu. He's listed as questionable.
Oh, he's hurt. Oh,
yeah, he did get hurt. But I mean, let's see.
Well, we got to talk about the.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the Sam Laporta news right now. Yeah. So, he did not practice today. Today is Wednesday, so. Looking not good.
Yeah, he may not play.
So
that could be a factor in the game too.
Yeah, and Khalif Raymond also, and Jerry Jacobs. He's pretty trash, but he's also on the report as questionable.
Okay. What about Jameson Williams?
Jameson Williams, no news about. Okay. No idea.
They're going to need him on that field.
Yeah, but I mean, they got their injuries too. Jordan Fuller's questionable, Joe Boom is questionable, Tyler Higbee's questionable, and Troy Reeder are all questionable.
Okay.
These guys want to suit up for the playoffs, though. So I expect most of these guys to play except Laporta. That's the only that is a big reason too. I think that line went to 3.
Yeah.
I think we should have got a 4.5, to be honest.
Okay.
But there's clear motives here, and
yeah,
it would hurt really bad for Stafford to come into Detroit, win the game, make us all feel stupid, make the Los Angeles Lions, and Detroit Rams fans feel pretty fucking happy, I guess.
We could go with so many narratives, about this game. There's so many things, and that's why a lot of the Detroit fans are nervous. Because
because all you know is shitting the bed in the playoffs.
Yeah.
30 years, man. That's my whole life.
That's
my whole fucking life.
Yeah.
I've never seen the Lions win a playoff game. Why do you think I root for other teams?
And to be matched up with the
too.
Rams, though. I mean, with Stafford, the native son coming back.
But it's just a good storyline. Like, if they beat them and then get to go play Dallas and beat them, because that's what I want. That's my head. I'm like, it's the greatest story.
It's set up like that, right?
Yeah, like it's set up right now to be that kind of like year for them. Even if they lose that game to Dallas, it's like at least like they have the storyline of revenge and on both these games. Like that's what the NFL like wants.
Oh yeah,
that's what we want. And and for as shitty as the end of the regular season is, we always get good playoff games.
Yeah. I think that's the reason that they probably put this game on at prime time for Saturday. I mean, Sunday. I'm sorry, Sunday night. I think another thing is the golf angle. The Rams didn't want him. Sean McVay didn't want golf anymore.
Yeah.
He wanted a better quarterback. I'm going to take you to the useless Detroit Lions. I want to trade you to them, and we'll see what your career is after that.
Exactly.
So golf has beef.
Yeah.
He should.
He should, because he wasn't even expecting to get a contract. People in this city weren't. I was sitting there like, why we have this guy?
We wrote him off, right?
I wrote him off. Yeah, absolutely. I was like, oh, we're gonna get a good first round pick. When we went 3-13, 3-14, whatever it was. I mean, he's played with. I think with any offensive line as good as the Lions, you should be able to succeed. But game management is key here, because the Rams, one thing they're very bad at is turning the ball over. Goff has to limit turnovers here.
Yeah.
Keep it to 0. Same with the fumbles, from Montgomery or Gibbs. Keep it all to 0. Special teams has to play clean. Like, you keep a clean sheet. Dan Campbell doesn't go too crazy on fourth down calls. We just make the smart decision. Lions should win this game.
Yeah, I totally agree.
And for that reason, -3 is the bet. It's number 4 on my list, but
I'm gonna stay away from it. But I'm definitely going to enjoy watching and cheering. The Lions.
It's gonna be a bender of an evening for me. Starting at 1, we're gonna jump through some tables. We're gonna sober up, eat some mom's spaghetti before the Lions game.
Yes.
Go hard. Maybe even go down to the city that night.
Okay, all right.
Might be the move, honestly.
You got plans.
Hell yeah. All right, we got 5 minutes to talk about this Bucks-Eagles game. It's a game I don't really care about. It's a Monday night game. It's actually a Monday night rematch from week 3 or 4 this season, where the Eagles stomped them. They were 5.5-point favorite then. They're a 3-point favorite now. They are struggling, but Baker Mayfield is hurt in playing. So for me, I just lean the Eagles there. No bet for sure, unless I want a lot of money on the Lions. Then I'll bet it.
Right. I got you too. I say the Eagles. Although the Eagles are a train wreck, right now. They're not playing well.
Even Jalen Hurts is listed as questionable right now. They just
He's been hobbled for quite some time, man.
No fracture in his finger, at least.
Yeah.
So that's good. I mean, I just think 3, like, it's not I don't think they give fair numbers on all of these games.
Right.
3's fair to me. I'll take it. Like, I feel like I'm taking the homer side in every single game. So I think I took the favorite in every single game. But that's just how I feel about the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah. I'm scared to take Philly. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm scared to take them. If you had put a gun to my head, though, I would have to take them, because I just think that the Bucks defense is not that great either, by the way. Both defenses I have struggled.
They get fucking
recently.
Yeah. They get fucking owned through the air, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
And so does Philly. So
yeah.
Kind of like the over in that game if you had to
True.
put the pedal to the metal there and bet something.
Yeah. I think this game comes down to who's going to make the most plays, and I still Hurts is still my guy.
Oh fuck yeah!
I think he'll be playoff Hurts, hopefully. Mayfield, yeah, he's made some plays, but I go Philly on this game.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's where I'm at, but, it'll be one I kind of watch. I got to be up early as hell in the morning anyway.
I know, right? Now, Tuesdays is going to come quick.
Yeah, I'll be nursing whatever kind of feeling I'm Monday.
Hey, hopefully we'll be richer, though.
We'll be richer. Hey, we got NBA basketball on Monday as well, so that's a good thing. And they do the MLK Day games. Too, right? Yeah, all day. I don't know if the Pistons play that day. They used to. I'm about to look.
They might be playing Washington.
That would be, sounds like a historical matchup to me. I'm about to look. Give me your final notes. What are you betting this weekend, Dre?
Okay, I'm going Cleveland, the -2.5.
They are playing Washington that day, yeah.
Boom. I called it. I'm going Kansas City with the -4.5. I'm gonna trail you with Buffalo with the -10. And then I'm probably gonna chill and just watch the rest of this. It depends on if I win these games. Mm-hmm. And I'm definitely going to I'll be playing some NBA basketball too.
Yeah.
For the weekend.
Absolutely.
But these are the playoff games that I'm hitting on for sure.
There you go, guys. The Hit It Hard 4 champion.
Gotta hit it hard.
And Hit It Hard 3 runner up.
Hey.
Hit It Hard 3 champion right here.
True.
Also Hit It Hard 1 champion.
You got it.
Don't forget. Oh, and Hit It Hard 2 runner up. So me and you just got titles over here.
Yeah, we do have a lot of titles.
Yeah, it's favorites all weekend for me. Okay. I don't think I'll bet the Browns game or the Bucks game, but I'll probably bet the favorite in the rest of the games.
Okay.
And see how my luck pans out, man. But yeah, that's all for me. Anything else for you? Hope everyone enjoys it.
Yeah, y'all enjoy the games, man. This is a great time to be a sports fan.
Exactly.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Because there's just so much going on right now. And it's a steak dinner. You got a whole bunch of great games.
Exactly.
First round, wild card games. So enjoy yourselves, guys. Be safe.
Yeah, next 3 weeks, all the best games. So, best time of the year for us. From the Fumbling the Bag podcast to you, gamble responsibly. Have fun. Do your fucking thing. Let's win these bets.
Don't fumble the bag.
See y'all later.